Hey everybody, Patrick Kofi Austin here. It's been a minute. I haven't made a video in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And because it's been spending a lot of the last week and a half getting some stuff taken care of course, because that's what we do around here. But also just coming to the realization in that 2 years of kind of talking and preaching and trying to explain to people where I see the future of certain things are going, actually kind of came to fruition. And it was kind of odd because the same time when I kind of realized this, something came across to my feed, and I'm actually going to read this to you right here, as you can see it here, okay? This is what it says, and it'll come across the screen as well. Dream big and never let small minds convince you that your dream is out of reach. It might be out of reach for them, but you know better. Now, I guess why does this even seem important? And there's even times where I've doubt myself. And as a lot of you know, I've gone into this next part of my life. I didn't want to be an entrepreneur anymore, but I've kind of had to just go this way for now because until, something either works its way out or I just keep on being an entrepreneur. But I have been talking about this live social selling. I've been talking about how the internet's changing, how the interest media was coming, and it wasn't about the regular social media for 2 years, 3 years, as I'm telling people, I'm meeting people. I'm talking to all these marketing professionals that work at these fantastic big jobs and they make all this money. And they're saying, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 right? And within the last couple of weeks, I just kind of really came to a full realization that, no, I 100% know what I'm talking about. And I think actually for the first time here in a while that I actually realized that I'm actually really probably an expert. Before I would just say that I was an expert and I knew stuff and I knew how to do stuff. But I think I finally came to the conclusion that I can actually say personally deep inside that I am an expert. I feel like I'm an expert, and I've shown, and people come to me like, man, you're talking about the live social shopping, man. 2 years ago, you started selling cards. I didn't think that was a thing. You're talking about how everything was going to turn into TikTok. I didn't think and didn't believe you, right? And, and we had other people, other visionaries, you guys know the people that I like, of course, Gary and a couple others. You guys, I share their stuff. But even when they were saying it, I was starting to say that before they were even saying it. So I knew that, and it's, I'm not saying I'm anything special, but I guess this is what I'm trying to get, the point I'm trying to get to. If you have a dream of something you think you can do and you think you see it coming, just go for it. And now I think I finally understand why they say, you shouldn't tell people what you plan, tell people what you do, because they're going to try to throw you off course. And luckily enough for me, I've definitely had my downs and my ups and my downs and my ups and my sides and whatnot. But when it's all said and done, I've kind of continued the course. A lot of times not as fast as I want to, but I think, there's higher powers and other things making me actually have to slow down because I find myself kind of being ahead of the curve all the time. But with that being said, if you have a dream, if you have something you're focused on, just stay focused on it and keep going. Like I said, if you've seen any of my videos, I've made that mistake a couple times where I've stopped something and then literally 2 years later, it's the next biggest thing. And I've been telling people and trying to do it and figuring out ways how to do it before the technology was there. And it's became the thing. And so whatever that goal is, write it down. And I'm not going to say don't share with anybody. What I'm going to say is just be more selective about who you're sharing your ideas with. Because trust me, even people that you think are your tightest people, they are not going to necessarily get it if they don't see an advantage for them most of the time at the beginning. And it's just fact of the matter. It's sad to say it that way, but that's just the truth. So you just got to keep going, keep your dream, keep working towards it, and because you're going to reach it, right? And just know that if you're ahead of the curve and you see you're ahead of the curve, just know that you're ahead of the curve. And don't feel bad when it doesn't seem like you're getting there as fast as you want to, but it's mostly probably because the rest of everyone else isn't ready for it. So, all right, Patrick Kofi Austin, of course, Social FlyWay, help take brands to new heights. And hey, keep going after it. You heard? 1,